What up, YouTube, Facebook world, interwebs? This is Bearded Badger coming at you. Day 7 of the 100-day juice smoothie feast, which I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos. Today or tomorrow, I'm just going to go ahead and switch to pure juice. I'm going to get rid of the, last few bananas I have, use up the plant protein powder or whatever, and then I'm just going to switch to smoothies for the rest of the duration, 91, 92 days. John Rose actually does the 90 days. Anyways, not that you necessarily have to do a specific time. You really, for me, the point of this is getting the mucus and the rotting food that's, stuck in colon and intestines and all that stuff out of your body to get back energy, to get back vitality. But anyways, had an awesome workout. Did a bunch of cardio, like 30 minutes of a jumping jack workout on YouTube, and then did another Spartan bodyweight workout with burpees and push-ups and jump squats and whatnot. But I've been doing the kettlebell every day, but since my arms are so, everything's so sore, I think I'm going to do it every other day. Anyways, so I'm about to get down on this right here. What we got there is 2 grapefruits, and my favorite juice, carrots, beets, apple, big old slice of ginger, half a lemon. Love it. Beets is amazing for clearing out the blood. Unbelievable. It gives you natural energy. It's like nature's crack. It's awesome. But anyways, I mentioned you guys a few books yesterday, and one of them, which is one of my favorite books of all time, and I mentioned before that I like older books on nutrition. This book right here, Man's Higher Conscience by Hilton, Hotema, Man's Higher Consciousness, was written in 1962. Okay, this is just a whole bunch of different research. I mean, it's got everything from people fasting for 100 days on nothing but fresh squeezed orange juice to just all kinds of interesting facts. But I want to share a little excerpt from this because just to get you to think. That's kind of my goal in life, to get you to think and to test things out for yourself. Listen to this. Just listen. What man has done, man can always do. There's an ancient tradition to the effect that the first men did not eat, and a London lady's trying to prove it on herself. The London Sunday Chronicle of June 17, 1951, carried a picture of Mrs. Barboa Moore Pataliwa of London with her story that her diet consists of air, sunshine, and an occasional glass of water. A woman who looks like she was only 30 claimed yesterday she hates food, has beaten old age, and expects to live at least 150 years. She has set out to do it by giving up eating. 20 years ago, she ate 3 normal meals a day. Slowly, for 12 years, she reduced her eating until she was keeping fit on 1 meal a day of grass, chickweed, clover, dandelion, and an occasional glass of fruit juice. 5 years ago, she switched entirely to juices and raw tomatoes, oranges, grasses, and herbs. Now she drinks nothing but a glass of water flavored with a few drops of lemon juice to kill the taste of chlorine. Note, killing the taste of chlorine in the water does not remove that poisonous substance from the water. In time, the cumulative effects of the poisons will appear in some ailment of the continued drinking the kind of water. She says there's much more in sunlight and air than can be seen by the naked eye or by scientific instruments. The secret is to find the way to absorb that extra cosmic radiation and turn it into food. That is what I have done. Every year she goes to Switzerland for the pure air and climbs the mountains on a diet of water from the streams. You see, she explains, my body cells and blood have undergone a complete change in composition. I am impervious to heat, cold, hunger, or fatigue, she continues. Winter or summer, even in Switzerland, I wear nothing but a short-sleeved jumper and skirt. In cold weather, people stare at me. But while they shiver in furs, I am warm. I am as strong as any man and need only 4 or 5 hours sleep for mental relaxation. Because I have no toxins in my system, I am never ill. I had to advance gradually from vegetarianism to uncooked fruit and then to liquid food. Now I'm struggling towards cosmic food. I have passed the eating stage and could not eat even if I desired, as my digestive apparatus has changed considerably and is now unable to handle any fiber at all. Instead of thinking that my normal physical life will end in 10 years, I'm growing younger. With patience, anyone can do the same. The tragedy is that eating is considered one of the pleasures of life. To stop eating is to experience discomfort while the body is adjusting itself to the new course. I now find the very smell of food disgusting. Vegetarians find the smell of meat disgusting. If they had been vegetarians long enough, to eat flesh would make them sick. We know by this and other experience that when breatharian first attempted to eat, it made him ill, as the first cigarette makes the youth ill. Eating still makes man ill, while fasting restores health. The statement that this woman is comfortable while thinly clad in cold weather while others shiver in furs proves the correctness of the ancient tradition that ancient man dwelt in high regions where the weather was perpetually cool, but was kept comfortable by his powerful vitality. She says her body cells and blood have undergone a complete change in composition, making her impervious to heat, cold, hunger, or fatigue. She further says her digestive tract has changed considerably and is now unable to handle any fiber at all. Okay, so me, I love to read stuff like this because my mind is like, why wouldn't that be possible, right? So if plants can survive off, sunlight and turn it into chlorophyll, right? Why couldn't we, a much more advanced species, right? Because our cells really are made up of light. Why could we not survive off of light, right? And in fact, it's funny, if the few times I have mentioned this, people just say, oh, you're totally wrong, that's impossible, right? And and then I tell them, well, hey, just look into it and do this research or whatever, and they don't, because it's cognitive dissonance, meaning they don't want to know, right? And that's okay, right? So this is maybe only for one or two people that actually have an interest. I have no interest to gain in anything of somebody not eating, but I just like you to think about the possibilities, right? Why is this total false? This guy who did his research and interviewed actual people, and all the information today that says no is right. Why is that, right? And is one or the other false or not? Me personally, and I believe in the law of attraction. So the reason I came across this is because I do have a desire, to be food free. I do have a desire to do that, absolutely, 100%. And not only do I believe it's possible, I know it's possible. And I know people have done it, and there's people actually alive on this planet right now called breatharians that have been living on life, some of them for 20, 30 years, and haven't had an ounce of food. He goes on to explain in this book that each cell in your body, trillions of cells, is like a mini universe, right? And he says, what universe or planet needs food for sustenance, right? And he claims that our cells do not get sustenance from food, nor do we need sustenance from food. But just like you get used to, when you're a kid, if you smokers out there, you take a puff, you want to be cool, your mom had cigarettes, whatever the case. Anybody who smoked the first time, you take it, oh, food, this shit is disgusting, but you continue, you go. And what happens is your body is immediately telling you, do not ingest this. This is horrible for you. Warning, warning, warning. I'm coughing. This is bad for you, right? But eventually your body realizes, okay, he's going to, or she is going to continue to put this poison in me. So therefore I have to do the best I can to deal with it. And so therefore you think, oh man, it's not even affecting me anymore. You know what I mean? After you're a smoker and you get addicted to it, but your body is just surviving, right? So all the negative effects are still happening. Your body's just surviving. Same thing with eating, horrible food, fast food and stuff that's full of, just fats and saturated fats and meat and stuff that just clog up your arteries, you know what I mean? And people, die of heart attacks every year. It's, one Big Mac, it's not going to kill you. It's the accumulated horrible diet over years, high sugar that leads to hypertension, blood pressure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm weirdo, and I know I'm a weirdo, but how awesome would it be to live without food? So, on this 100-day, liquid fast, it's like, I'm gone, to vegan, to vegetarian, or vegetarian, vegan, and now to liquid. And for me, the next step is just air, Yeah. So, anyways, I'm pretty excited just to see how it all works out, But, anyways, also, I feel amazing. on day 7 on the juice fast. I started at 224. I'm down to, I was like 213.4. I weighed myself today or whatever, 8 or 9 pounds. And 10 pounds, something like that. And I feel great, man. My energy, I'm working out with more energy. I can work out harder. My clarity of thought, my senses, my smell, my taste buds, everything is changing. And it's awesome. So, anyways, use your brain. Check out that book, Man's Higher Consciousness. It's just got some amazing things that will challenge your thinking. So, anyways,